Okay, so this is the Francis Dupont Park. Um, don't get it confused with the Francis Dupree Rec Center. They're both in Orleans, but this is a park where I've done charters here for orienteering. So it's a beautiful little park. Thank you.
Charter mode has been activated.
Okay, let's go have fun. Welcome to my bus. I'm Mark. Well, we're alone now, and my bus has been sanitized. So, okay. Good afternoon. I decided to drop into Frank Dupont Park. Now that's at the end of Champlain, near the Ottawa River, and it's a baseball diamond basically. It's not far from the end of my route, so I figured I'd drop in there and do a little spiel about that. It's a great little park, and I've done charters here, and usually for orienteering. So it was, you'd go there, you just drop off and go. And I think they would run back to the school. I think that was the idea. So it's important to do door side, and you just plan yourself out ahead of time, and you know that you can probably pull it off because there's not a lot of space there. There are two tiny parking lots, and if there's no cars in there, yeah, you can get in and get out, but you've got to do a 3-point turn, and it just doesn't turn out so great. So I try to make sure that I plan it out so that I just can go in, drop, and go. Now, getting back to the park itself, it's small, but it's a great little place. There's no real amenities there. There is a community center right next door, but it's usually locked up. So this is where it is. So, going to Francis Dupont Park, the route I'm going to take is Jean d'Arc to Champlain. Now, realize that I plugged in Roy G. Hobbs Community Center because with Google Maps, they want to send you down to Willow, down to this little area here for the park. Now, that sounds okay, but this is a very small turnaround area for a bus. Now, if you were driving down with your car, that wouldn't be an issue. And they have a small little area here for parking, again, for cars. So by taking Champlain, what I do is I turn off a larch and I do the turnaround. So that way I am actually dropping off here. Now, yeah, it's no parking, but if you're just dropping off and going, it's not a bad place to do it. And if you go down this way, there is no area here to turn around with a bus. It's meant for cars. If you were going to do that, you need a 3-point turn, and even that is super tight. Now, there is a parking lot here, and if there's no cars near, you can do it. But again, it's a 3-point turn, and it's just not designed for buses. All right. Now, my next little bit of interest. Now, this is Francis Dupree Park, Dupont Park. All right, Francis Dupont Park. Not to be confused with Francis Dupree Rec Center. They're both in Orleans, but they're 15 minutes apart. Okay, so you've got to keep an eye out for that on your slips. Now, to add to confusion, if you're doing a charter to Walter Baker, there are two Walter Bakers. There's the Walter Baker Sports Center, which is in Barrhaven, And there's the Walter Baker Park in Canada. And to quote my dear friend, I hate you, because he did not know there were two of them. I was lucky. I was able to talk to the teacher on the way there, and I said, well, we're going to be in Barrhaven in, 10 minutes. Well, we're not going to Barrhaven. We're going to Canada. We're going to Canada? Are you sure? Yeah. Well, luckily I knew that there was a park, and where the park was, it's right beside the Canada ice rink. So I know there's a difference between a park, the Walter Baker Park, and the Walter Baker Center, but they're 20 minutes apart. And when these charters happen, usually it's early in the morning when there's lots of traffic. So that 20 minutes difference can turn to double. Okay? Now, it's not just the city that does this to us. It's the school boards. There is Francis of Assisi School off of Waters in Orleans, and there is a St. Francis de Assisi in Westboro. Okay? They're 20 minutes apart, and of course, during rush hour, that could be 40 minutes right there. So make sure that if you get charter slips for either one of these places, it's the correct school. Okay? Because sometimes even the office makes this mistake. So bear that in mind, or you could have a really bad morning. So thank you. So now that you've seen that, here's the drive. Thank you. So this is the Roy G. Hobbs Community Center. Almost a big parking lot, but not quite big enough for a bus. I don't know if there's any cars there. So this is the back of the Roy G. Hobbs Community Center. There is a small parking area. Whenever possible, you want to be able to drop door side. So that's why I took the path I did, so that we have a clear way for the kids so they don't have to cross the road. Just remember that. So this is the Francis Dupont Park at the end of Champlain Street. It's a nice ball diamond. Done charters here before. So, whenever we start doing charters again, take a good look at your charter slips, because there could be a big difference between a rec center and a field. And in Ottawa, names are just go out there all the time, and they keep changing them on me as well. So, anyway, thank you for watching. Take care. Take care. See you in my bus. Bye.